This is a resume review of a DevOps engineer. So this is actually a repeat review, which is fine. The only issue with this one is I've reviewed both of theirs in the same stream because I'm getting through a backlog. So they haven't actually had time to implement the changes from the last video's DevOps engineer one, which again, I think was like last video or the video before that. So there's not going to be a ton difference. Just to recap what it was, this should be italicized, which they did actually fix. That's good. Shouldn't be bolded though. This should be in bullet points, but non-formatting wise, the issue, and I can check to see if this is I don't really see a lot of these skills. So I saw Node in Python, which is fine. I saw Azure, which is great. But I don't see a lot of the other stuff. I see DevOps here, which also this should switch it to DevOps engineer / lead infrastructure, or DevOps / lead infrastructure engineer. But what I really want to know primarily here is a couple of these keywords. CL pipelines was in a lot of them. DevOps was in a lot of them, and I need DevOps here. I know that sounds weird, but I need it a lot here. Cloud we have cloud in spades. That's good. And do we have anything that shows multitasking or multiple projects? Not as much. Yeah, I just want to know how many projects you did and how you multitasked. And then you do have Python, which is good. And ideally, I'd like to see maybe Bash, Ruby, or PowerShell as well. I don't see any Jenkins. I don't know if there's GitLab. Let me look down below maybe. But realistically, they're probably not going to go this far down. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, you've also only been here for like less than a year. I think you could cut out some of these. And I think maybe I wasn't clear on this one, but all of these shouldn't be, there should be less space between these. This right here, which is the in between these, was the space that was missing, and you did fix that. So these shouldn't be as far apart. But I think you could realistically like cut and keep this at 4 bullet points so that you could go directly into this job, which has, I think, maybe more accurate. Yeah. So there's the CI/CD. There's the Git. This is actually solid. I really like it. Yeah, I'm missing the word DevOps. I know it's here. I just want it in here. But yeah, I honestly, I think the thing is you need to cut out some of the experience on your top one. So like maybe 4 bullet points on here so that they actually see this. And then again, you don't need a giant space between these. This was the only space that was needed, and you did that. So, and I know they haven't had time to redo it, so there's obviously some other stuff, but I think if you combine those, you're going to have a way better success chance. So, and this resume is slightly better than the other one, but weirdly enough, I think part of the issue is this is too long. The fact that this is too long, it takes away from the fact that you've done a lot of stuff here. So the CI/CD, the Git is good. The Azure was in both. Agile is fine. Kafka, maybe. But I still would like to see some infrastructure of code. So Terraform, CloudFormation, Ansible, Kubernetes, Jenkins, that kind of stuff, and more DevOps. But, you know, it's slightly better, I will say. But we need to make it way better because the market is still bad. So... and if y'all like these resume reviews, send your resume review. It is free. There's usually takes like a week and a half to get to it on Twitch, about 3 weeks to get to it on, put it up on YouTube. And like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out. If you need more help, join my live stream. Now we're going to the next resume. This is a resume of a software engineer, not intern, full stack software engineer looking for their first non-internship position. So what we're going to be looking for is TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CI/CD, and any extra languages in Git, along with maybe AI, but these are bonuses. So I should add a bonus section, truthfully. So we do not know their ratio. They have previously submitted. They've been an active user on my Twitch, and hopefully they're here for this too. So let's see what we're looking at. This formatting, perfection. I love it. This is what it should look like. This is my formatting, and I love it. So let's look at the actual content, because again, formatting is about 40% of the overall grade. So developed full stack web applications using React, Node.js, JavaScript, HTML, MongoDB. enhancing current user interactions. Okay. Design and implement a responsive UI using React, TypeScript, JavaScript, and cross-compatibility. REST APIs, good. Led the migration from these gentlemen. Utilized Git CI/CD. Migrated Ron's limo service website from a web page, improving scalability. Applied Agile to manage, track, and enhancing collaboration. Okay, so most of these are good. I want to be very clear. I think this will get you interviews, but I want to kind of pump it up to the next level. So what I'm going to say here is not, oh, you did everything wrong. It's, we are now going from like a B- to a B+. So what that would be is, the first thing is I need to know what you do. You are a software engineer intern at this company. That is good, but I don't know what you did. I get you did full stacks, but like, what was I need to know sort of what it was. It looks like it was a limo service. So I'm going to need this sentence, the first one here, to be a little bit better. Now, personally, I also would prefer this because I think this has the better bullet points. So this should be up here because you really do want TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, and CSS up top. That's the best one. So ideally, this will be here, up here. And then you tell me a little bit more about what you actually did, because I don't know what you actually did. I think it involves limos. Then we do have most of the keywords, which is good, but I'm going to need more than track issues and enhance team collaboration. Now, you don't need to necessarily say applied Agile. You can just say, you know, used Agile methodology or was part of an Agile environment where we did X or Y, which truthfully could also be here, which is said design implemented X using blah, blah, blah in a Agile environment. That is okay. I know for a lot of these, it's how, what, why. You don't really need to say that here because they're not expecting you to manage the Agile process, which is sort of what you wrote. They're just expecting you to have done it. So as long as you say Agile environment, you're fine. So yes. So to summarize, I think these two sentences should be switched. Keywords wise, I think you have everything but SQL. I do need SQL. If possible, SQL should be up there. That is the thing I'm missing, and that is very important. And in addition, you can just say in an Agile environment. You don't even need the rest of that sentence. So what did you do? These two should be switched. Add SQL, just say in an Agile environment. And then just start applying. That would be good, because it's also a little bit here is confusing because you said migrated Ron's limo service as a project, but did you put it under work history? So there's one or two things that are slightly off, and we just need to fix those. But overall, I do think this will probably get you more interviews than previously. Now, admittedly, we are now approaching the time where people in general get less interviews. On average, Q1 is the biggest boom in hiring of the year. This year has been chaos, so we'll see if that holds up. But I think this will start getting you more interviews. So let's go to the next resume. This is a resume review of a software engineer. What kind? I don't know. This person was on episode 68 of my YouTube series. They have worked as a full stack engineer in startups, and they've done basically every role. They said they are self-taught, and there's a lot of stuff here that is not necessarily relevant to the job search, but does give me a little bit of a background. So they did say they're currently in their second year and they're looking for any software role, but they can't be picky yet. So this is the problem. All right. I understand they teach you everything. Picking a software specialization is not being picky. There are two types of hiring managers. There's more than that, but whatever. There's two types of hiring managers. One says it doesn't matter what language you've done, you can learn them all. And the other is you need a specific language. And those I have hired for both those types of positions. So what is best is for you to pick a stack, because the keywords for what you're going to be looking for those specialization are going to be different. Okay? So A Python developer is going to be different than a full stack. This is the full stack. That is going to be different than a Java, which I think I need to redo anyway, and a C engineer, and a full stack engineer, as I just said, and a front end, and whatever. So you need to pick a stack. When you say you're not being picky, that is not being picky. That is actually being smart, because you're not actually going to get many positions with a generalized resume. And this works for everybody, not just software engineers, not just anything. Generalized resumes, jack of all trades resumes, do not work. They never really work at all. You need to be very specific for a specific job title for each resume you have, okay? That goes for everybody, not just software. If you're a sales associate, that resume would be great for other sales associates, but not necessarily for like other customer service roles potentially. So job title specific, I need to drill that into everybody. So you've already failed by not picking a spec. So let's go to the actual resume. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to pick on you. I want you to get a job. So results driven full stack. Okay, so you did say full stack skilled in B2B. Again, summary sentence are not needed. This is too long. You should be able to fit these two into 2 sentences. Max. This should all be under education, and it should be your certificate and your education. So now, admittedly, you say you're graduating in 2028. So if you're applying for an internship, not a full-time role, then you can be generalized. I know that sounds weird, but internships are generalized. Full-time after internships are specific. So if this is a internship resume, which you did not state, you did say software engineer, then that is going to be different than a non-one. So design, build, and maintain core services to reliability, a Java Spring Boot, architected Spring Boot. I'm assuming this is a Java engineer. Okay, I think I need to redo my Java keywords regardless, but this is what I have currently, so these are not going to be all super correct. So Java, Cloud, Spring, Selenium, SQL, anything JS, JavaScript, Maven, Full Stack, Apache, Rust, AAI, ML, NLP, LLM. Again, I think I do need to add Spring Boot. I think Spring Boot is probably one I should have added, but let's see. So Azure, this is Cloud. That's good. DevOps, that's okay. And Git can be okay. So let's see. I'm going to assume Spring Boot is an actual keyword. Like I said, I need to redo these, but I don't see any SQL. Yeah, so this doesn't work. Let's see if I can find them here. Again, I don't. Yeah, so again, this resume does not work because it's generalized. I don't know what I'm looking for here, right? Like API is good. Laravel and Spring, I think, could probably be it, but I don't see any SQL. I only saw one Cloud, which was at least good. I don't see any of the other stuff. So, and your formatting's off, all right? So, let me summarize, because this has been kind of a journey. I want your formatting to look like this. The last resume had perfect formatting. I want you to have your resume to be this. This is your education and certs. This should be 2 to 3 lines max. You only need 2. This summary, I don't need. Then I'm going to need you to pick. First off, are you going for internships or are you going for actual full-time roles? And I cannot help you because I do not know which one you're going for. If you're going for full-time roles, and I assume it is a Java, because that does seem to be basically what a lot of your stuff is, I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need SQL here. I saw SQL all the way down here. So I'm gonna need SQL here. I'm gonna need maybe like Maven. I'm gonna need a little bit of JavaScript, anything with JS. I know JS stands for JavaScript, but doesn't always in how that works. So maybe some Apache, maybe some Rust. And then honestly, the fact that you've had full stack is a benefit. You can have that in another sentence. So that is my primary issue with this, is I don't know what I'm looking for, because you say full stack up here, then this is not full stack, this is Java, and then here you're a lead developer. So I need some clarity on what you're trying to go for before I can even review it, let alone get you an interview. So I'm going to need you to pick, because I'm very confused here. So let's move on to the next resume. Again, keep this formatting. Pick a lane specifically. Everybody needs to do that. The only exception is interns. Interns can be generalized because that's where you're learning anything. But if you're not going for an intern position, which it doesn't look like you are going for an intern position, even though you're still in college, which is very confusing to me, then you need to be specific on what you want. So please be specific. Let's go to the next resume. This is a resume of a full stack software engineer. Their ratio is 100-1, which is not good. And that is all they gave me. So what we're going to be looking for, again, which is this almost seems like entirely full stack, is TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API REST, Cloud, Agile, CI/CD, and extra languages. So let's see. Full stack software engineer skilled in front end, cloud infrastructure, and DevOps. Again, so I cannot scroll higher than this because they put their full contact information. So please don't do that. Also, it looked like their phone number might be wrong. I know that sounds weird because I try not to show people's full contact information if they show it, but I think your phone number may be incorrect. I think it was like missing a digit or something that I checked. So yeah, look at that again. This might be the one case where it's a good thing they dox themselves. Well, not dox because I can only show this. So this formatting is awful, by the way. So again, what we want is this. This is peak. This is beautiful. This is divine. This is the formatting that you want. This is not good at all. So, okay, can I even find this? So this doesn't matter. Where's your education? I don't even know where your education is. Your projects are here, but again, I don't see anything. You just said tech stack. That's useless. Python tool. This one's okay, but I don't see enough. Video nudity detector. Okay. Again, none of this counts. None of this counts. I'm sorry. This doesn't matter. The words are nice, actually. But the formatting is so awful that I can't even read it. So, all right, founder, that never looks good. You never want to say founder. You can do like part-time contract work or something, but don't say founder. Like, again, if I ever go past agency and I want to work for another company again, I am not going to put founder of headlessheadhunter.com. I am going to say recruiter at headlessheadhunter.com. So just say software engineer. Don't put founder. And all of this is before I even get to the bullet points. All right, designed and built a real-time investment learning platform using... Okay, I only really care about React. Developed crypto. This is okay. Nothing else here is good. This isn't good. Again. So yeah, you bolded everything too. I mean, look, this formatting is garbage. I'm sorry. So... the formatting doesn't work. The only things I found in here are these, and you bolded everything. Stop bolding everything. So I kind of found what I need here, but the problem is there's no way in hell a recruiter is going to actually find that. They're going to see this, they're going to see this, they're going to see this, and then they're going to see this, and they're probably going to miss your actual keywords. Use this formatting. Stop bolding everything. Again... said you're a founder. Developed decentrally NFT, Web3. I don't care. TypeScript I actually care about, but there's no way a recruiter's going to find that. AWS is actually relevant experience, but again, it's all the way here. There's no way a recruiter is going to go all the way here and then actually be able to see this. Then Accenture, there's an actual one. User-friendly, scalable ID. Here's your education. Okay. Yeah, this is not good. I mean, you have like one or two bullet points that are good, but the reason you're having a 1 in 100 is no one can find them. Like, simplify this, please. Never use 2 columns ever in a resume. Only use 1 column. Stop bolding everything. Like, if you literally just fix the formatting to this, you would probably get 1 to 75. You still need to do some work on those bullet points because they're kind of vague, some of them, and some of them are extra, what we don't need. But overall, your bullet points are not terrible. It's just no one's going to actually find them. So your formatting's bad, and I cannot move forward with you because I only have 15 seconds to find it, and I will probably miss what I'm looking for in those 15 seconds. I'm not trying to be cruel. I just... this would not work. This is why you're having issues specifically. This is clean. Keep it. Boring is good. Stop trying to make your resume exciting. Resumes shouldn't be exciting. I know I make an entire YouTube video on doing that, and that sounds counterproductive, but a real good resume is boring. So this wouldn't pass unless I got lucky with viewing the right sentences, but even then the manager would probably say no. Let's go to the next one. This is a resume of a data scientist intern. So most interns, you're going to want 3 things, which I've covered before. This is a master's level intern. Master's level interns are kind of different than bachelor level interns. So what you're going to be looking for is all of this stuff, but you don't need all of it. Normally, I'd say if you meet about 75% of the requirements, you're good. Here, you probably need to meet about like maybe 50%, 55, 60%. Basically, they're expecting you to have some of this, just not as in-depth. So what we're going to be looking for is R, Python, SQL, Cloud, Machine Learning, Pandas, NumPy, Skibbity-learn, Skigit-learn, whatever that's called, modeling, hypothesis testing, experimental design, visualization tools, Cassandra, Hadoop, Spark, Tableau, CI/CD, and explaining complex technical concepts to non-technical stakeholders. They will expect you to do something like this, but this is one of those where it's probably like, it's okay if you don't have this as much because you're doing an internship. So what this person has said is they've applied to 150 to 1, and they have not gotten, actually, they have no responses. That's not good. So they're looking for a data scientist intern and not getting any responses. So let's see what's wrong with this resume. And also, I did want to, before I even go into this, talk a little bit about formatting, because this formatting is also bad. And people in my chat were like, why is 2 columns specifically bad? And the reason is I want you all to think like a hiring manager and a recruiter, not like a candidate. Because the issue is recruiters have about 15 seconds to look at a resume, give or take. Some have less. And in those 15 seconds, the more boring and basic structure you have, the more they could see. I don't want you to start thinking about how can I stand out? How can I make the best resume ever? I want you to instead think, how can I reduce the errors my resume has so that the recruiter and hiring manager can find what I need easier? You stand out in the interview, not the resume. So this is also a bad formatting problem. One, I hope you actually, I'm assuming you deleted this for this, please make sure your contact information is correct. But 2, there is too much bolding, because when you are looking at 100 resumes in 15 seconds, you go, okay, boom, next, okay, next. And what happens is my eyes are drawn to this bolding. My eyes are drawn to this bolding, except if people will notice, none of these are in the bolding. In fact, I think you missed one of them right here. My eyes would go to operational efficiency and energy optimization. I don't give a crap about that. What I do care is that you actually built predictive models using Python and SQL. This is a solid sentence. Your bullet, so make it basic. Make it like this. This is easy to read. Honestly, I think I may need to reduce the little things in between there, but overall this will be a better formula. So can I actually find this stuff? I'm gonna not talk about the formatting because I just spent 2 reviews talking about this, but your formatting is bad, too much bolding. So this can be, yeah, this can be 2 lines. I don't think this needs to be anything more than 2 lines. Optimize data volume Scotia Vault for clients, okay, in a 15% improvement, okay. So this isn't bad here. This part is good, but I don't care. Stop having everything be 15% improvement. I'm not looking for 15% improvement in cost efficiency. I'm looking for R, Python, SQL, Cloud, Machine Learning, Pandas, NumPy, Scikit-learn, modeling, hypothesis testing, Skibbity toilet learn or whatever, experimental design, visualization tools. I don't see any of that here. Automated welding machine. Again, you're trying to brag. You do not brag in your resume. The exception to that is maybe high-level directors, because that's a different story, and people that are heavy on sales. But even that, it's not really bragging. Here, AI. Look, here's the problem. I have to go all the way here to find the very first thing I'm actually looking for in your entire resume, which is AI. Which I actually don't have here, but I should. AI is beneficial now for data scientists, so I should add that. I saw that in a couple. So that's it. I have to go all the way down here before seeing it. This is why you're failing. They are going to lose interest before they even get to that point. Or alternatively, they're not going to see it because right above it here. So Jetson and Nano, YOLO. I don't care about YOLO version 8. I don't care about YOLO version 7, 9, or 10. I care about what's here. And AI, again, I should have added AI. But yeah, so you have in this entire first thing, oh, here it is, machine learning, but I missed it because you're formatting. You have two things I'm looking for. Technically one, both are considered under AI. That's it. So that's why you're not getting anything. There's nothing in here I care about. This should be 2 lines. This needs to have actual bullet points I care about. This is your first good real sentence, which is built predictive maintenance models, which is exactly what I'd be looking for, which is modeling, Python, and SQL. And then I don't see anything else here until Python and SQL again. So where's the cloud? Where's the hypothesis testing? Where's the visualization tools? Where's explaining stuff? So, and you're right. Maybe you have it here. No recruiter's going to look that far down. This is why it's important to have what you need in the first half of your resume. If it's not in the first half of your resume, it might not even be there. Some managers like a longer resume, and that's okay. You can have a 2-page resume. You can have a 3-page resume. You can have a 1-page resume. But what you need to have is what I'm looking for in the first half. And I don't see that. That is why you're not getting any interviews. So your formatting's off, which is taking away, and your bullet points are off. This right here is everything I'd be looking for. But it doesn't count because it's not in a bullet point. There needs to be bullet points based on it. So put this in. Again, I should have added AI, but I know machine learning counts as AI things. But yeah, your bullet points are off, your formatting's off. That's why you're not getting anything. And internships are highly competitive. So that's it for this video. Thank you all very much. I will see you in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you need more questions, hit me up on my Twitch. I am here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. PST for about 3 hours. So I'll see you then. Bye.